Are you still struggling with sleep at night? Have you tried our ear acupressure protocol? Well, if you're still struggling, I'd like to share with you our Restful Sleep 103. I'm Anita Tadavarthy, a licensed acupuncturist, doing it for 20 years, 40,000 patients. So with that, let me share with you 3 tips you can do at home by yourself. The first tip I'd like to share is to consider taking melatonin. Melatonin has worked wonderfully for me on my sleep journey, but it worked in addition to some of the other tips I'm going to share, and also in addition to the Acu protocol that I've shared in our Sleep 101 video. So keep this in mind, that we're doing our very best to create the perfect sleep equation for you to get a restful sleep. Specifically on melatonin, what happened for me 10 years ago is that I had bouts of insomnia. For a couple of days on end, I didn't sleep at all. I just stared blankly at the wall, wanting to sleep but couldn't. And so on my health journey, in addition to the Acu protocol and some of the other things I will share, I started to take melatonin. I ended up taking 10 milligrams 2 hours before bedtime for a couple of months. And then once my sleep consistently became routine, then what I did next after a couple of months is to start reducing the melatonin. I reduced the melatonin from 10 milligrams to 8 to 6 to 4 and so on. I would change the melatonin by 2 milligrams every 2 weeks once I established a really good sleep routine and restful sleep. Then I reduced it to the point where I no longer needed melatonin. It's been 10 years now. I don't need melatonin and I have no problem with sleep. So as you are journeying to find the perfect sleep equation, in addition to the Acu protocol that we shared in our earlier Sleep 101 video, do consider this melatonin and some of the other tips I'm going to share. If you're not sure about the dosage for melatonin, please consult the back of the bottle. If you're still not sure, please talk to your doctor or your physician. If you want my personal opinion or for me to share some of the case studies that I've seen at the clinic with melatonin, then I suggest you go to the link in the description, go to the second green button and register yourself for the telehealth. The first teleAcuHealth is completely free. You get a half an hour with me and I can share some of the case studies that I've seen work well for sleep and melatonin in our clinic. Step 2 for a good sleep routine or hygiene is aromatherapy. A decade ago, when I had my bouts of insomnia, when I couldn't sleep for days on end, what helped me was actually burning sage in my bedroom and letting the aroma of that sage calm my body and calm my mind so I can finally fall asleep. The aroma of the sage really helped relax me so that I can fall asleep. The Native Americans believe that sage is the window to the heavens. And when I was struggling specifically in getting not even sleeping after days of not sleeping, it was the aroma that finally was able to relax me to sleep. The melatonin and the Acu protocol for the ear for sleep helped me to get a consistent sleep and to keep it long term. But what really helped me to finally fall asleep that night after nights of not sleeping was actually aromatherapy. So let me give you 3 different things that you can use for aromatherapy, for allowing you to calm the body and calm the mind so you can get that initial restful sleep. First is sage. You can find this in our Amazon finds in the link in the description. Another way that sage comes is actually through incense, and they actually use this incense in India. I actually found the brand that exports it to America, so I provided that link. So whether it's the sage in a stem or the sage and incense, you can use either. What I really recommend is to use it about a half an hour before bedtime. Last but not least is any oil or aromatherapy that may help you, whether it's eucalyptus, citrus, or here is lavender. These can all help you, whatever you like, to be able to calm yourself so that you can fall asleep quickly. With the aromatherapy, what you can specifically do is to place a couple of drops in the back of your neck or even on your pituitary gland, right between your eyebrows. And you can even put a little bit on your scalp to help you to just calm yourself, calm the mind and the body so that you may fall asleep. And be sure to do your best to do this about a half an hour before you go to bed so you can fall asleep more quickly. The third step that I'd like to share is to have a really great sleep routine. Let me share what I do. I get home from the clinic and then about 9 o'clock I shut down all of my phones, my iPads, and my computers, and I actually put them away in my work bag. Then I go around the house, make sure all the windows and the front door is locked. And then that's done about 9 o'clock. And then after I do that, I take a hot shower, and the minute the water hits my forehead, I'm ready to go to sleep. And I've done this routine for many years, so I know that it's time to go to bed. What I'm noticing in the clinic is a lot of patients are not having good routines. They are on their phones as they are laying in bed. But what that happens is it's hard to unwind. If we want to go to sleep at a certain time, think backwards maybe an hour or two so that your body and mind can relax so that you can fall asleep at that time. If you want to go to bed at 11, you really got to start the process maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours before then so you can relax into sleep. Otherwise, if you start the process at 11, wanting to go to bed at 11, you may actually go to bed at 1 o'clock. So keep this in mind. Also, if you are having sleep and all of a sudden you wake up, do your very best to reposition yourself and just say to yourself, let me get a restful sleep so I may handle whatever I may handle tomorrow. It's called a post-hypnotic suggestion, and if you're able to say that and focus on that, oftentimes you fall asleep right away. I don't really wake up in the middle of the night anymore, but when I did, I used to say that affirmation or post-hypnotic suggestion, and now if I do wake up in the middle of the night, I just say it a couple of times and then I fall back asleep quickly. So do consider that post-hypnotic suggestion as well as having a good sleep hygiene routine a couple hours before you want to go to bed so you can have a powerful routine to help you sleep so you can have a most powerful day that you are alert and you can be your very best self. I wish you all the best. Thanks for watching today. I hope these tips on sleep really help you. Be sure to check out our earlier videos. Also, stay tuned for our later videos to get notified when we have more videos. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, I'm a little TikTok famous, so check out TikTok and also Instagram. There's over 100 videos and posts there. And if you're still struggling and want some personal attention, I'd like to offer you a virtual tele-AcuHealth. The first one's free, so you can take some time with me. It's about a half an hour session. So how you register is you go to the link in the description, go to our website. It's the second green button, and you can register yourself so that I may help you specifically on your health journey. With that, till next time, take care. Bye-bye.